Hi guys, so today we're going to be talking about the Naish Chimera. This is a new board to the Naish range for 2025. It is their mid-length, and then in the smaller sizes, their prone board. So I'm just going to be talking about the ones that I think people are going to be using as a mid-length, so the 50 litre and the 74 litre. So what I've got here is the 74 litre. It is 6 foot by 20 and it is 4.75 inches thick. The 50 litre is going to be for that slightly more experienced rider. That is 5'8" by 19.25", but then it's only 3.5 inches thick. So that is just going to make you feel super connected to the foil. When you're riding waves, it's just going to let you throw out turns a lot easier. Before we get all technical with the Chimera and do a deep dive into the shaping and what design has gone into it, I just want to talk about my opinion of it. So I was lucky enough to try the 2025 range with Naish a few weeks ago. This was the standout board for me, not just the 74 litre, but the 50 litre as well. So the 74 litre just felt amazing. So the takeoff was super quick, it was a fast takeoff, and once I was up and foiling, it didn't feel like a long board. I've compared it to feeling like I was on a downwind board on the takeoff, so just how easily I got up and going. I mean, yes, I was on flat water. It was 18 to 22 knots roughly, but I was using a 4 meter. I can't say which wing because it hasn't been released yet, but it was just a super smooth process. And that's why it was a standout for me. It didn't feel narrow. So 20 wide, I know boards go a lot narrower, but it's still a narrow board. It was just super stable. I'm 70 kilos, so not the heaviest person who's probably going to be using this board, but still, I was just up and on it, few pumps, up and foiling away. The 50 litre, I did sort of have to kneel down on it to get started, but then once I got that power going, started to get that forward momentum, just up, dig the back in, and I was just up and away. And that board just felt incredible once I was up. I just couldn't explain the feeling of being that close to the foil. So one of the key features about this board is the beveled rails. So this is just going to make touchdowns a super smooth process. You're not going to be sticking to the water. It's going to be a nice speedy release back up onto the foil. And yeah, that is just brilliant for those lighter wind days when you're not always going to be able to keep that foil up and going with pumping. So if you do just touch down again, just go pop right back off the water again. Now, probably my favorite bit of design on this board is the deep W concave going down the bottom. So what this is going to do is increase your acceleration and the momentum you can build while getting going. So as soon as that board starts moving, it's just going to get you up and going as early as possible. And then it also just means as well, it helps on the touchdowns. It's just going to keep that acceleration going. And what this is just going to lead to is just really easy, effortless starts for when you're getting going. You get out, you just want to get straight up onto the foil. This is just going to boost you up straight away. And I think that is what everyone's after, really, isn't it? As well, it's also got a very narrow and streamlined outline. So that's just going to mean that on waves, you're just going to get maximum performance. And also, it just, again, adds to that ease of takeoff. It's going to get you up and going really quickly. You've then also got the W concave on the deck as well. So for people paddling out to prone, that's just going to give you somewhere really comfortable to lay and paddle out. But then also, it's a really nice spot to have your feet. So I've always found every board with that bit of concave on the deck, I've loved the foot placement for my front foot. It really helps me find where I'm going if I've got no foot straps, but also it just makes you feel a lot more locked in. Personally, for me anyway, that's how I feel. Other people may feel differently. Now, for people that really want to get technical on this board, the construction is a dual density PVC core. Then it's the lightweight EPS sandwich. So yeah, just for the people that want to get technical. Personally, I just want a board that's going to perform well. Weight is always significant. It's nice to have something that's going to be light, but this board has been made to be bomb proof as well. So you're not going to have to worry about it getting dings easily. You don't worry about falling forwards. Oh no, put a little dent in the side of it. They're jumping this board. The smaller sizes are being used for freestyle as well. So it's a nice strong construction. Now, obviously, the Chimera isn't going to be for everyone. Some people are going to want a slightly wider mid-length with a bit more volume to it. Something like the KT Super K in the 80 litre, the 92 or the 104 is going to be perfect. Mark here at the shop has got a 92 Super K. It's his only board. He loves it. He's going out from 10 knots all the way to 35, 40 knots. So he is absolutely loving that board. But this for me, it's a standout board. I just haven't stopped thinking about my session on it. I love it. It is unbelievable. It's almost the perfect size for me. So that's 6 foot by 20. It's making it nice and stable for me. I'm only 70 kilos. So this is still a floaty board for me. Obviously, it's going to sink a tiny bit. But just the way it got it up with ease, yeah, it's perfect for me. But we know that everyone isn't going to want these dimensions. So just before I finish off, Naish Chimera, new for the 2025 Naish range. Loads of good feedback about this board. Loads of people super psyched on this board. We're pretty excited about it. I can't wait to take it out on the water again. I know Yayan's really excited to have a go on it. We've got a few customers already lined up ready to try it. So the 6 foot, 74 litre is here to try. If anybody wants to come and give it a go, feel free. We'll take you down to Stokes Bay, get you out on it. And yeah, awesome. Hopefully that was a useful rundown for everyone.